It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill? Maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
They'll give to Hall. Oh, he shifts past him, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To throw is Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, now Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 39 yards. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 28.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. They run behind center with Connor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack, because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And back deep is DJ Dallas. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Murray off play action. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray from midfield. He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This is Connor running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Murray again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard. Second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Here comes third down and 7. Here's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Playmakers, step up right now. Let's do this, man.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Jones has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On play action, now Rodgers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric,
and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Murray throwing on second down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Here's Rodgers. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Paul ought to give up the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there,
he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the... And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And now how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Connor up the middle, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, a run with Connor. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Murray now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. New York set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers to throw once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, CD, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. Forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by a field goal, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. To throw is Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Rodgers. That's caught by Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's 1st down. He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Rodgers again now. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So from the 37, here's second down and 2. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. A handoff for Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here? Or do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it because they've got to be confident.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Now Murray throwing on second down. That pass completed to Dortch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw completes to McBride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to win this football game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give